Oh,
Oh
what is this? Is it a wooden February already?
No.
Is it stationary July?
No.
Is it metal December?
No.
Oh, well then it must be a normal episode.
Normal episode!
How it's made today on How It's Made.
Fish replicas.
Replicas of fish.
Not the real kind.
No, I don't want to know how fish are made. But
the fake ones, I don't mind.
yes, nobody says they're fake, but they are replicas of the real fish.
Do they replicate the innards?
I guess we're about to find out.
Well, we'll find out.
First of all, this room is a mess. They have too many fish replicas and they should throw some out.
This is what happens when you collect your fish replicas and get out of hand.
That one looks angry. And I would be too if I was... Oh, it bends like a real fish. Is that a real fish?
Oh.
They fill...
They fill it up with concrete.
They bury it in concrete. This is part of the process. They must bury a fish in ceremony.
They take a real fish, fill it up with concrete to create a mold.
Yeah, so then they spread double cream on. And it has to be double because single cream is too thin for the fish.
They put little knoblets on there.
Yes, and 6 knoblets. And then they add the oil.
The oil is the most disgusting part.
Yes, it has to be double oil because single oil is not thick enough for the fish.
And then we put on the screws.
And then they paint this monstrosity they've created and then sprinkle it with fiberglass.
Deadly fiberglass, the kind that you breathe in and ruins your lungs.
Yes, it's very important that they do not breathe during this process. And then they put more... They paint the fiberglass onto the oil which is on the double cream. It snaps.
Assume he's going to retrieve the smelly fish.
I hope so, otherwise the house will be a monstrosity.
You can't have a replica fish with a real fish within, because it would rot.
Or can you? Hold up.
Oh dear, he's opening up like a casing.
There's the fish ready to be retrieved.
The smelly fish.
And that's going to be cooked on a frying pan tonight by his wife.
I was more under the impression they just throw it in the bin.
Oh, that is also an option. Okay, so now they've got this black mold and they fill it with more double cream and more fiberglass, but this time from an awesome spray tube.
The deadly fiberglass. That's the innards, I guess.
Yes, they have to use real fish innards, otherwise it doesn't qualify as a replica fish by the government.
And they put it back together again.
This time the clamps are involved.
Many clamps.
The clamps are gone.
You know the processes we've seen involving clamps,
Yes, I've seen a few.
such as surfboards.
Yes, there's the fish mouth. And now they're going to feed it the ceremonial custard.
Nice.
The fish loves to drink the custard,
Oh.
but only so much can fit in a fish.
Now it's starting to
Oh, the custard becomes wood, which can then be cut away.
oozing.
Yes. The ooze is an essential part of a fish.
It's an awful lot of effort to make a fish.
Yes, they use the fish's real eye because that's where the soul is.
Everyone knows that never rots.
Yes. And then they use the fish's real teeth because that's where the soul is.
And they also use the fish's body.
Yes. Because that's where the soul is.
Now we must spray the fish to be more realistic.
This is going to be a grey fish, but you can also get fish in green or brown.
Yes, and this one is beautiful. It's gone quite gold as well.
Yes, grey with gold accent. People will pay upwards of $65 for one of these fish.
And they take upwards of 16 hours to produce.
Yes, it's not a profitable business, but Ken Lamar here got into it because he said to his wife, I've got a love for the replica fish and that's what I'm gonna do. And she said, I can't afford to live this way. And he said, I've got to. It's my passion.